Colorado Springs, currently the temporary home for U.S. Space Command, would seem the logical choice to be the installation's permanent location. But the city and county are facing a new challenge, with the Pentagon and the White House now reopening the selection process to include more communities. KRDO News Channel 13's Scott Harrison is live in Colorado Springs tonight to explain the reasons behind this change. Scott.
Well, El Paso County Commissioner Mark Waller says the process has become more political, with the Pentagon's job being to whittle down the list of contenders right now, which is about 60, and then the White House making the final decision. However, Colorado Springs Mayor John Suthers says that the city has the merits that make it worthy of having Space Command, and he thinks that will outweigh any politics involved. The selection process for U.S. Space Command's permanent home becoming more political comes as no surprise to Colorado Springs Mayor John Suthers.
Initially, they did some site visits and identified 4 contenders for Space Command. But as a result of pressure, I think political pressure from other senators and things like that, they decided to go with a broader process.
To be considered, a city has to be among the 100 largest, have a military installation nearby, and have a certain livability scale. Colorado Springs checks all the boxes, and local leaders thought that was enough to keep Space Command here permanently. But not so fast.
I'm hoping that while politics cause them to take a broader look, that it ultimately will be a merit decision, and I think if it is a merit decision, Colorado Springs really should be the permanent home of Space Command.
But now there are more than 60 contenders who feel the same way about their communities. The original plan called for the final decision on the permanent location for Space Command to be made in January. But with site visits not scheduled to begin until next month, there's a difference of opinion as to whether the original deadline can be met.
Again, I think that's a little bit of an unrealistic timeline. Yes, I would be surprised if we end up not being the home. It just makes sense to have it here.
We still believe that January will be the month when the decision's made.
And the mayor believes that won't be affected by the presidential election, regardless of who wins. And the belief right now is that the strongest contenders for Space Command permanently being here, Colorado, also Alabama, Florida, and California, because those other 3 states all have military bases with some kind of space-related mission. We'll continue to follow it for you. We're live in Colorado Springs. Scott Harrison, KRDO News Channel 13.